Today we are in Wilsden, West Yorkshire, exploring Goit Stock Waterfall, as well as walking over a viaduct, under a viaduct, and visiting West Yorkshire's very own Leaning Tower, which would rival that of Pisa. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get walking. Don't know what this guy wants, or girl, so we're just going across this bridge and then we're going to get onto the big viaduct. But that's the viaduct there, the first view of it. We're going to go over it now. So we're on top of the viaduct now, and it's quite high. I'll show you when we get further into the middle, but decent views looking over here, over to that reservoir. It's quite a nice view looking over here as well. But this used to be an old railway line, which would have been quite nice to go on a train across here. Obviously it's not used for that anymore, and we have the privilege of being able to walk across it. Yeah, so we're finally walking across this bridge. We've been waiting for about 10 or 15 minutes to get a clear shot where there wasn't really anyone in the way, but we're finally going now. Yes, I don't know where we're going to come back up. Somewhere up that way, I assume. There we go. It's quite a big drop off here. I don't know if I had to take a guess. I don't know, 60 foot, 70 foot, something like that maybe. We're just walking along this path now, which is the old railway line, and yeah, it's really nice looking out over that way. There we go. That's a painting of what it looked like when it had a railway line going over it, which is quite amazing to think that that was just that, almost. I always find it weird when you see bridges like this. What was it like to build that? It's just crazy how you can even build it, and it stands up for so many years. Completed in 1884, it's still standing today. So we're gonna just climb up and then go over the top of that bridge, but if you did want to, you could carry on and you could do a there and back walk along this path if you just wanted a nice easy walk. So the waterfall we're going to is just down there, but we're going to go along here all the way down there and then follow the stream up and come back to the waterfall. If you did want to make the walk shorter, you could just go straight down to the waterfall. That's Hewenden Moor in the distance, if you know where that is. I want to say that's some sort of chimney. I'm not sure if it is, and it's, you know, people like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and to me that's leaning a bit as well, so I'd probably argue and say it's equally as impressive as the Leaning Tower of Pisa. West Yorkshire's own version of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yeah, so it has got quite muddy, and we've managed to negotiate most of it, but it's probably mud, poo and wee, which isn't the best. And I've still got these boots on, as you can see, they've got a rip there. They're like falling apart, but this should be the last walk with these boots, and then I'm gonna get some nice new ones. So we're at this road. This is where we could have parked, but I decided not to. So we're gonna go down here, and that's where we're gonna pick up the river and follow it up to the waterfall. There we go, Goit Stock Lane to Goit Stock Waterfall. There's a little bit of a waterfall there, but the waterfall we're going to is a bit bigger than that. But it's still quite interesting as that. And there's quite a lot of water coming down it. So I'm hopeful that there's going to be a lot of water coming down Goit Stock. Not much longer, and we're just going to rejoin the stream. We're back at the other side of the stream now. That's the other stream we crossed just up there when I went over that bridge. I was going to walk down there, but I think that might be a bit slippy and I'll end up in that. But it's quite nice walking up here, up the side of this river. That's a reminder that the water can be dangerous. I think it was about a year ago there was someone that died here, so don't go swimming in here. I know some people will, but if you are going to go swimming, make sure you're extra careful. So a lot of people jump off the top of the waterfall, which is where it's going to be especially dangerous when you go right down to the bottom and the current will just keep you under there. Yeah, that's quite a strong current there. It is flowing quite fast today, probably one of the fastest times I've seen it at, but that is quite a strong current. You won't want to be getting under that. There's some pretty tall cliffs there. We can't quite see the waterfall yet, but it can't be far. There we go. This is a bit more interesting path than the one that we had going across the bridge, which I do prefer, a path where you actually have to concentrate where you're putting your feet a bit. Makes it a bit more exciting. Yeah, we're getting ever closer to the waterfall now, so we can get a good look at it. It's weird, it looks like this rock, if you stand on it, it'll tilt up, but it's obviously, I don't think it is gonna. It does a tiny bit, it wobbles, but we're at the waterfall now, which is a decent size. It is quite deep under there. It must be deep, because I've seen people jump off there before, which is a reasonable drop, 15-20 foot, and it is quite a big bowl that it's in. Like, you can see how big the pool is at the bottom of it quite a lot bigger than some of the ones that I've seen recently. It's weird how that bit is so brown is the water. It must just be how it's more dirty potentially, but it's weird how just the brown bit's coming down. But yeah, it's quite impressive around here. It is a nice little path up here, just walking up the top side of it. Obviously you need to be careful because it is a little bit slippy, which a good job they got this rail in here, which will help out if you fall. But that's it from the top, and it is quite a drop even stood up here. Yeah, that is definitely a current coming down that. That is some force on that water. That's what the view looks like just down there. That's where people jump off, and I don't think I'd risk it anyway. Even before someone died here, when I saw people doing it, I remember saying, I don't know if I'd go for that. It does look a bit risky, and I still stand by my decision. Yeah, so this is another little fall. It is quite amazing how wide the plunge pool is, and it does look like it's fairly deep. That one probably is safer to swim in, but I still wouldn't advise it. So now I'm at the top of it, I think I take back the decision of saying this one looks safer. There is still a lot of water coming down at such a speed and with such a force that there probably is still a good current under there that could easily drag you under. It's still just a nice spot just to look at, just from the edge. Here's a funny little path here. Just takes up the side of here. I thought we were going to lose the path for a second. There we go, just through the trees you can make out the viaduct which we're heading towards. And we've kind of left the river now, it's right down there. There, so we're back to this road. And the bridge is up there, and we're just going to take this footpath. There we go. We're nearly at the bottom of it, and it's quite impressive. Probably not quite as good as Hewenden Viaduct, but it's still probably just as tall, I'd say, so maybe even slightly taller. We are right underneath it now, and it is massive, absolutely massive. Honestly, it blows my mind that people can build stuff like this, and to say it was over 100 years ago is just, it's crazy. There we go, that's looking back up at it, what we've just walked under, and it is really impressive, and it has such nice views off the top, which you saw earlier. Just had to come up that hill down, which is a bit of a killer after we've done the rest of the walk. That's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, drop a sub, I'll see you in the next video.